Royal commentator Jenny Bond has spoken out on King Charles I's first Christmas broadcast to the nation. The monarch failed to mention his youngest son Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle in the speech, which has sparked a backlash. However, Jenny leaped to the king's defense, claiming if he had mentioned them, it would have obliterated everything else he said. King Charles' address to the nation mirrors the late Queen Elizabeth II's well-established template, with a personal reflection on the year. He sympathized with families struggling with the cost of living crisis and spoke about the hardship experienced by many to pay their bills. The central message was a celebration of selfless dedication, and he praised the actions of charities, individuals and faith groups supporting those in need. The broadcast was delivered in St. George's Chapel, at Windsor Castle. King's speech tops Christmas Day TV ratings. Jenny paid tribute to the 74-year-old sovereign on Monday's installment of GB News. Reflecting on the significance of leaving the Duke and Duchess of Sussex out of the speech, she claimed, "I think if he had mentioned them then it would have obliterated everything else he said. That's all we'd be talking about. Harry and Meghan can say what they want, complain as much as they want publicly, but the royal family are not going to be goaded into a public response, and I think that is the most dignified way of going about it. We're just seeing them carrying on with their work," Jenny added. The core members of the royal family. Yes, it was quite clear that Harry and Meghan weren't even pictured. But then they're not working royals, that's their job. Why should they be? The King's speech comes weeks after Harry and Meghan's explosive Netflix docuseries landed on the streaming giant. Jenny's comments were echoed by King Charles' former butler, who claimed it made sense not to discuss Harry and Meghan in the festive broadcast. Kate has to follow weird rule to prove she's enjoying herself. Update: Queen's ex-spokesman weighs in after King snubs Harry and Meghan. Latest: King Charles omitting Meghan and Harry from speech was sensible. Insight: no way back. Andrew's dream returned to royal life in tatters as Charles loses patience. Prince Andrew has no realistic chance of being rehabilitated as a frontline royal once his brother Prince Charles becomes king, a royal commentator has said. Which royals could take on senior roles when Charles becomes king? Find out here. The former butler, Grant Harold, told GB News, "I like to think it was a sensible move. I think the reality is that for the king, he obviously talked about the Prince and Princess of Wales and their recent visit to Wales, which was a significant moment for the royal family. I think with everything that's gone on recently, it was probably best not to mention Harry and Meghan. They're not working in the royal family, so there isn't any real reason to mention them as such, because they haven't done anything of significance as working members of the royal family. So it probably made sense not to mention them, to be honest." Within the speech, King Charles said he shares his mother's faith in God and people. He said, "It is a belief in the extraordinary ability of each person to touch, with goodness and compassion, the lives of others and to shine a light in the world around them. And at this time of great anxiety and hardship, be it for those around the world facing conflict, famine or natural disaster, or for those at home finding ways to pay their bills and keep their families fed and warm, we see it in the humanity of people." King Charles' Christmas speech is available to watch on BBC iPlayer.